Jay, I was watching a panel of business owners and entrepreneurs, and they were talking about their jobs before they actually got started in their business. And one of the ladies said that she had a job where she was making about 40,000 a year. And a few years into that job, she got a promotion where she was making an additional $10,000 to $20,000 a year. She said rather than choosing to live on the higher salary, she chose to continue to live at the level that she was. And they called it lifestyle inflation. So I wanted to ask you if you're familiar with this term, and then what would be your advice? Would you advise them to remain where they are or live where they're going?
I'm not really familiar with the phrase, but I think that that's great. I think people got it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I think that new money is supposed to be new things, and that's not what it is. I mean, the setup is this, and this is what happens. We don't buy what we're supposed to buy at first. See, this is why you buy what you want. You see what I'm saying? And if you can't afford what you want, don't get anything if you can help it, right? So, case in point, when you buy the car you want and you're at $50,000, well, if next year you get $70,000, you don't want another car because you got the car you want. You know what I'm saying? You got the apartment you want. Now, we know apartment and a house is two different things. But, okay, I'm at the apartment level of my life right now, so I'm going to get the apartment I want. And so when you get more money, you don't want another apartment because you have the one you want. A lot of people don't get what they want. They settle. You know, they settle. Even the job they got, it was probably settling. Because you got to put all that stuff into it. When you're in a space where, and you're not under duress, and you get a chance to choose your job, choose where you live, all that other stuff like that, it's all on you if you're settling for something. You know, you're supposed to say, all right, well, look, I'm moving to this city. It costs, the median income is this. For what I do in my skill set, I can probably pull in $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, whatever. What can I get for that? Oh, well, this is the type of apartment I would need that I'm going to feel comfortable with. I'm going to be happy with going to. I'm going to feel like, hey, I accomplished something by getting this apartment. This is the type of car I'm going to drive. This is what I'm going to feel accomplished in. This is what I'm going to be okay with rolling over and getting in that car every day. It's going to take you at least a good 3 years before you get pissed at that car and start feeling like you want another car, which is a good thing because that first year you washing it every week, you doing what you're supposed to do. The next year you start putting in some accessories maybe that brings it up. So by that third year, you might start feeling it. But most car payments are done in 4 or 5 years. So you already, most of your car, if you bought a good car, you're not upside down anymore on the payments. The car should be worth more than what you owe at that time. So maybe, you know, you've already got multiple promotions at that time or pay bumps. Now this is how you save money. This is where the savings come from. It's just that simple. It's not, I got an extra $10,000. Really, that's not no money. When you spread it out through the course of a year with taxes, you're not making any more money. So that extra $250 a check, you know what I'm saying? You should be putting that to the side because that wasn't what you had before. You know, but it all starts on it's all about how you start your journey with the career. But a lot of people are starting their journey with their career in duress. And so you're always chasing. You're always chasing. And then what starts to happen is you don't like the house you have. You don't like the car you have. You don't like the job, you know what I mean? And so when you do get a lump sum of money, you spending it on things that make you feel good because you're not regularly that person where you're getting the things that you want to make you feel good. So you have to do it and lash out. So you're not saving money, you're not investing money, you're not doing those type of things. So what I would tell people to do is to start off by getting the things that you can want in contrast to what you can afford. So, when I can only afford, a Mazda RX-7 back in my day, I got whatever was in that tax bracket, whatever was in that money, that $10,000 car range, $12,000 at the time, I'm going to get the best thing in that price range that I'm going to feel comfortable with. I'm not going to settle. So that I want to hold on to my car for long enough while I let my lifestyle grow and I'm able to bring in more money. and I can actually afford to be in the next tax bracket with what I purchased. You sitting at, people wasn't getting apartments for 1 year. People sit in an apartment for 5 years before they bought a house. Because you acquired things that said that you needed a house. Every room is filled to the hilt almost. So now when you got this big old house, you can go ahead and just move your stuff in there. Maybe get it, swap out a couple new pieces for something old, but for the most part, you already had it. It's a real simple formula, but they keeping these ads in front of your face. Your favorite celebrity. I don't drive a car unless it's on the time of it's 2023, so I gotta have a 2023. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And so we can't keep up with those people. We don't need to keep up with them. You don't have to. Let me tell you something. They make a 2023 and it's brand new. They're gonna make the same damn car 2024, 5, 6, might make it like that till 30. So if your dumb ass keep chasing, trying to get to what's the only thing they change is a little dot on the light or some bullshit like that, that's your dumb ass fault. And you follow them and you be broke. But yeah, I totally agree with that and salute to her for doing so. More of those stories need to be out because it's not as complicated as we make it out to be. You don't need 5 financial gurus and everything like that. The easiest thing is you spend less than what you have.